Hey, I'm NichBoy and welcome to Pocket. And today I'm checking out The Deadly Tower of Monsters by Ace Team. It is a sort of sci-fi adventure game in the style of schlock 50s sci-fi movies. That's all I know about it, but the game has already trolled me when I booted it up. John, roll the trolling.
Hello, Dan Smith here, director. I'll be doing some audio commentary for this re-release of the movie.
I think I bought the wrong thing. All right, so I don't actually know what I'm in for. Let's find out.
Well, I see you dug up the original movie poster. Oh boy, that takes me back.
This does not look.
Wow, they really pack a lot of options into DVDs, don't they?
Oh, cool.
Hey, you know, back in my day, you just popped a movie into the old VCR and hit play.
So it didn't look like it was 1920 by 1080. I go into the settings, I confirm that is true, it wasn't, and the game rewards me by talking about how there's so many options.
All right, we're gonna start the commentary track now.
Does he know it's a game? Is it a game?
Hello, Dan Smith here. I directed this film back in, well, it feels like a century ago.
Oh, this is a great character.
The studio asked me to provide a commentary track for the DVD release. And wham, straight into the action. No fluff or anything. That's what we did back then. Crash-landed ship. Out pops our hero, the fearless Dick Starspeed.
Dick Starspeed. Oh, this is great. This is like Plan 9 from outer space.
The ship's velocity reactor is damaged. I believe that I am stranded on an alien planet.
Played, of course, by actor Jonathan Digby. Went on to some minor roles after this.
Greetings, citizens of Gravoria. I am Dick Starspeed, and I come in peace.
Probably shouldn't have had Dick draw his weapon when he was talking about peace.
What an interesting, weird-ass mechanic to have the narrator. Like, it's funny because he's not just a narrator, he's narrating it as though this was all deliberate. Like, what happens when I die? Which I most definitely will.
Such stunning choreography. Now, the extras in those robot suits really knew how to take a punch. No, literally. I told Jonathan not to hold back. Give it all to him. Kick him in the nuts and bolts. We made them all sign waivers not to sue for injury.
Huh. Okay.
Holy smokes!
Whoa! I did not expect that. I can't tell if the frame rate is terrible or it's just like stop motion.
If I land squarely on
pterodactyls?
that silo, I should survive this fall unscathed.
Well, I shouldn't say this now, but you could actually see the strings if you squinted hard enough.
I really want to know what happens when I die. I guess they're just like, this is how we ended the episode.
A screenwriting trick from back in the old days. You put a grain silo or some haystacks down and it solves all your gravity-related problems.
I can't tell if this game is really cool looking or incredibly ugly. Yeah, look at the dinosaurs. That is such a cool little effect that they're all like little stop motion dinosaurs. They're all kind of moving a bit crappy, but he obviously is moving relatively.
It was lost when my ship was shot down. But what luck. This high-tech scanner reports that my ray gun is nearby.
And it's kind of like a middle finger to other games as well. Like this high-tech scanner indicates my gun is nearby, is like all video games going like something is glowing in the corner or something. But here it's okay because it's like this stupid 50s sci-fi bad script. But it's also saying this is kind of what games do as well. Let's kill a dinosaur. I mean, I don't want to, but I think I have to.
You just don't see quality stop motion like this anymore, do you?
Oh yeah, that was a script. I am beating these baby dinosaurs to death, and I'm really feeling pretty terrible about it. Whoa! I thought brontosaurus were like herbivores. Why is it standing up when it has... They're not claws, they're flat feet. I'm just a man beating dinosaurs to death with a pipe. Here we go. Here we go. Now it's time to shoot some dinosaurs, like a real hero.
We got our fair share of nasty letters from scientists complaining about our portrayal of the dinosaurs. Was news to me. Apparently these stegosauruses weren't meaty.
It's such a tiny bullet.
Preferred shellfish or something. Blah, how do they know? That's what I say.
Let it charge up. Does it charge up? Yeah, it's a ray gun. Oh, doesn't matter. You're dead already. Hey, monkey man. The Emperor's evil white apes are attacking. Yeah, this is definitely the kind of crap that Star Trek used to pull.
As usual, the local population is defenseless. That's where our hero steps in and saves the day.
Oh, that's a little weird. That's a little white conqueror. Like they're white apes. This is a black ape. I'll let you do the rest of the maths. Roll. What is lush? Shift. That is that how games usually say left shift? I would write L shift, not lush. But whatever, it was the 50s. We didn't know what a keyboard was.
How curious. They dissolved into what appears to be gold.
They dissolved into gold. I don't think you dissolve into gold. I think you explode into gold.
You'll notice the gold disappears when Dick touches it. We had a deleted scene that explained he's actually teleporting it back to his ship. It's funny, no one ever questioned how Dick was able to walk around with an infinite amount of gold on him.
See? That's like, screw you, Fallout. No one could just run with carrying like 300 pounds. That was amazing, but are you brave enough to climb up the altar? Sure. Whoa, giant monkey. Hey buddy, the great mega gorilla approaches. Is that a good thing? He's so much bigger than the statue!
Unfortunately, we skimped on the Dick Starspeed puppet a little.
The Earthman is not for you to eat, fiend!
Well, this was groundbreaking. We had the woman rescuing the man for once. We were really ahead of our time with this scene, but then again, I've always been rather progressive. The studio exec didn't seem to get why it was such a big deal, though. Sorry, we don't see this as anything unusual. Ha! Of course, it's unusual. A woman would never save the man. It just doesn't happen. Not in the movies, not in real life. I don't know why we didn't get more recognition for this scene. I guess I was just a little too ahead of my time.
Okay, I love the Dick Starspeed puppet.
Thank you for saving me, strange woman. What is your name?
I am the magnificent Scarlet Nova.
Oh no, the Emperor's daughter. Why is she helping us? Where are your eyes?
Don't question my motives. Just be happy that you are still alive. I must speak with my father at once. I shall teleport to his chambers.
So we'll be seeing our first example of teleportation being used by Scarlet right here.
That's where we are? Sure.
Huh? Where is this place? This is not my father's chambers.
Oh no!
You have disobeyed me for the final time, Scarlet. Enjoy an eternity in the Tower of Eternal Solitude.
Good name.
For all eternity.
What a ham.
The old fool did not notice I am wearing my jetpack.
How do I jetpack?
Booster usage. Jump. Wait. Wait. Use booster. Survive deadly fall.
Alrighty, use jetpack to hover. There is limited fuel per jump. Just use the hover just before landing. Alright. Nailed it. Hey. Vertical ray gun.
Scarlet didn't quite realize she needed to shoot those energy orbs down below. Keep in mind, Stacy was doing this on a soundstage, okay?
There's a lot of verticality in this game. I love the music as well. The music's terrific. Shoot the brain! Excellent. Always aim for the brain. Teleporting console. We're going back to Ape Island.
Ah, I knew you would return.
Puny Earthman, you shall help me overthrow the Emperor.
Not with that kind of, like, puny? Really?
How do I know I can trust you?
Oh, this scene. This is practically Shakespeare in outer space.
Just as the entire planet does.
And, huh? Patrick, what's wrong with the video?
Sorry, sir. Technical problems.
Darn it, we're missing some really good writing here.
There. Sorry about that.
Well, we just passed right by her big scene. Basically, they agree to work together, but one must stay behind in the sleep chamber at all times.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Should I rewind?
Never mind. I'll continue from here.
The best part about that was it goes, this scene is practically Shakespeare in space, and then it fast forwards, saving the writers having to write anything that does actually compare to Shakespeare. Well played, Tower Outer Space game. We're gonna leave it there. So that is the Deadly Tower of Monsters, and that is a very novel idea for a game, particularly the director's commentary stuff. It kind of feels a bit like Portal or something, where, like, even right now I'm just standing here, and he's saying, I wanted my actors to slow down, contemplate a bit, breathe. Feels real, doesn't it? Like, I'm just standing here and he's got all this looping dialogue explaining why this scene, which is where she's standing here because I'm not moving her, the sort of fiction behind it is that this was a scene in the TV show where she just stood still for like 5 minutes while some guy spoke to a camera about the fact that this is a video game. This is a pretty cool idea. The gameplay itself is very, very simple. Like, it's just run around, point at things, shoot, click. It doesn't seem particularly challenging. But the idea is really why you're here. What I would like to see is this director's commentary thing to sort of add another layer of meta to it. There was that part where it sort of fast-forwarded, skipped over the scene. Whether or not, you know, we start to reveal information about some bigger idea or something through the director's commentary, because it does seem to be the core, real mechanic of the game. I also love the look and the sound of it, the environments, the fake-looking trees, the stop-motion animals. Everything's got a bit of a VHS tinge as well. On the corners of the screen, as you move away from the center of the screen, everything has like a blurry outline and stuff, and the music itself is very hammy, very over the top, and very sort of reminiscent of those old sci-fi shows. I think they've really nailed the style of those shows. All right, that's it for today's episode of Pocket. My Pocketeers! NichBoy out.
I designed this creature to reflect the human condition. Always hungry, never satisfied.
There is a lot of voiceover in this game.